it's time to address the really big elephant in the room, being the Carta Magica Ultimate Cup tournament. We covered the story on Monday, and I chose to delay this upload to YouTube because I wanted to wait and see if Carta Magic would do anything first. And it turns out that they actually did, and they did email people that were screwed over by the software and everything that happened. So here's the current story. Hello, fellow Digimon Tamers. In response to our Ultimate Cup held on April 24th, we'd like to again extend our sincerest apologies to all those affected and unable to participate. Our website user registration had an unprecedented back-end issue that allowed additional users to purchase tickets despite showing as sold out in the end. We appreciate the community feedback regarding this issue and clearly understand the disappointment of many players unable to participate in the event. We'd like to reassure you that all of us at Carta Magica hear your feedback and are working to improve this community. Since Sunday, we've been working diligently with Bandai to address your concerns and requests regarding this event. Today, we are pleased to announce that the Carta Magica will be hosting its second Ultimate Cup on July 2nd. For this event, all players affected by the April 24th registration issue will be given priority registration 1 week prior to it being made available to the general public with a 15% discount on the admission price. We are in the process of refunding everyone. So in response to the Blip, they did acknowledge it, and they are giving people discounted premium access to the next Ultimate Cup, which is really good. So this video, how it's going to work is I'm having this little discussion right now real quick, and then I'm having the actual stream VOD on Monday where we discussed it. And I wanted to put this here first because I do have to issue kind of like a correction, we can call it that. One of my initial pieces of feedback when I first saw this was, they were giving priority access to a regionals. And my biggest issue with that was, okay, but a regionals and an Ultimate Cup are two different things. Why would Carta Magica do that? And I know that feedback got spread around, and people were telling Carta Magica and all this. And now I think it's really cool that today they went ahead and fixed it, and they let it be for an Ultimate Cup. And with a discounted price, considering this issue came up out of nowhere, and Carta Magica really got the hose for this one. They are doing a really good job at trying to fix it, and I do appreciate their efforts on behalf of the Digimon community. That's all I want to say ahead of the video. Now, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below before you even watch this or after. Do you think that this should happen in the first place? Do you think that Carta Magica is working with the best tools they have, given what happened? Do you think they should have handled things differently? I'm excited to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments. And one last thing real quick. I am not complaining, okay? Someone in the comments, someone on Facebook will not watch this video and say, oh, this is just Mario complaining, oh, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, here we go. I just want to point out, for probably the 24th time this week, that I didn't even try to sign up for the Carta Magica Regional because I'd made other plans, and I have no beef with this whatsoever. I am only just upset that the Digimon community is upset. But do I have a personal problem with it? Am I going to rant all over Carta Magica for this? I'm not. So yeah, don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe to the notification bell on the Smash Potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go out. And I hope you enjoy the discussion. Alright, I must have some 10-head sixth sense. Because you guys remember when I was talking about, do I go to Carta Magica Online Regional and Ultimate Cup? Or do I play at an IRL Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional? And I chose the IRL Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional. I didn't even try to sign up for Carta Magica. I just chose that on that day, I was just going to do the IRL Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals because it's probably going to be less of a hassle and I'll actually get to have fun and socialize with people. Well, it turns out that I made the right choice. It would seem, it would appear that I made the right decision, not knowing the chaos that would ensue at the Carta Magica tournament this Sunday, the Ultimate Cup. Now, before I talk about the Carta Magica event, what happened, I am going to make this disclaimer out here. I do not really have anything to rant about. I was not involved. I was not one of the players that got snapped by Thanos out of the tournament. I am simply here because I literally got like 30 messages yesterday to talk about this. And people want my opinion and want me to talk about it and discuss it. And honestly, I think the community just wants to be heard. I know that there are hundreds of people that are pissed about this. I'm not. But there are hundreds of Digimon players that are upset by what happened. And I think this has to be covered. I don't think there's a choice. Some people are just going to be upset, but we need to go over it. We have no choice. We shall soon learn who survived the purge of 424. Now, I posted this in the group because I was at a Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals and I had no idea what was happening. I was playing round 2 or round 3 when this was happening. So I just posted here innocently. Can someone explain to me what happened? Because I'm so lost. I was lost. And then I was found. Someone went out of their way to type out like an essay for me. So, according to Carta Magica, there's a technical glitch with the Weebly platform that CM uses for processing organized play events. Due to a recent update, this caused an issue to which tickets were oversold. This forum is meant for those who are unable to participate from an unfortunate circumstance. People here are just going off, and going off, explaining what happened. Like, a lot of people are upset. And this is one person asking me to make content on it, for sure. All right, let's go face cam here. I think y'all want to see my face. So here's how I understand what happened. And if I'm wrong, please correct me, because I wasn't here to live through this. I was in a different province. I wasn't even signed in. So the cap of the Ultimate Cup was 512 players. Apparently, more people got in and paid money, and got in, and that's fine. So at the end of the day, apparently either Saturday night or Sunday morning, I don't know which one, they noticed that there were basically 800 to 1,000 people in the event, which is crazy. So what ended up happening is, I recall people telling me that they were manually adding tables one by one in their Discord, which is really cool. They were prepared to just take it and do it. Props to Carta Magica for that. Because, it was their software that messed up, I guess, whatever. Or Weebly that messed up. Sure. And they also reached out to Bandai for additional prize support, from what I was told. And then at that point, Bandai said they can't. So what ended up happening is they ended up removing participants. Just cutting people from the tournament. Now, according to what they said, I believe, it was meant to be so the first 512 who paid were the ones who played. However, according to many people, this was proven to be false. People that paid way later got in. People that paid in the first 30 seconds to a minute of signups did not get in. And people have proof, they have statements, they have time slots, timestamps, basically a giant mess. So either Carta Magica messed up when they took the people out of the tournament, or it's not truthful, or they had some other way of doing it, or maybe payments didn't come through exactly when they came through. So that's basically what happened. So this led to a lot of people getting cut from the tournament. Basically half, which is why people are memeing about the Thanos snap. So my tummy is really rumbling, and I'm just not fucking happy about it. I gotta order food. I have no choice. I'll have to order food, or get someone to bring me food. Anyway, the snap, chat, the Snapchat. That's funny, but the snap that took away half of the attendance. Again, I'm going to voice the concerns of the community. These are not my concerns. These are what literal everyone is saying. And for the record, if you're on the happy spot of the end, I don't think I heard many people complain if they got in. It was only the people that did not get in that were really complaining about it. If I'm wrong, tell me. I think I've seen a total of 4 people actually comment and say, you know what, I'm happy I got in, but man, this fucking blows. Wasn't even playing in the tournament, and I'm making content about it because this is for the community. I want the community to be really big, really girthy, really thick. I want to grow. If someone tells you it's not big enough, they're lying to you, probably just to make you feel better. Okay, so here are the complaints. Number 1, they didn't notice the extra money in their bank account, which I find super interesting because I'm an accountant, technically. I finished post-secondary accounting. I also own my own businesses. To not notice $15,000 in your bank account is a little weird. I will say that. If I ended up getting $15,000 in my bank account out of nowhere, I would have been like, what happened? I would have looked into it. Now, to be fair, this was done through a third party, right? Weebly, I think they said. Maybe Weebly just holds the funds in their account and distributes them later, which is why maybe they never noticed. I'm trying to spin it in a way that makes sense to me. And that's the only thing that makes sense to me when we talk about that. I assume something like that had to have happened. I have to believe that. So that's issue number one. Issue number two is the way they went about removing people. Because if people actually like have stamps of when they paid, actually when the money left their account, if they were in the first 512 and didn't get in, yeah, that's not cool at all. Actually, it's not. That sucks. And more complaints. People that literally booked off time, swapped shifts to get into this event, or people that had to make other commitments. So the people that went out of the way basically to make sure they had today off from everything in their life just to play this event, just to find out they were cut. That blows chunks. And I guess the only other complaint, the really big one that people were talking about is this priority access into the regionals or whatever. I want to talk about this for a minute because I don't think it was fully thought through. Ultimate Cups and regionals are not the same thing. I think it's really strange for Bandai to give, or sorry, not Bandai, Carta Magica to give people priority access to a regional. It would make more sense in my head if they gave priority access to the Carta Magica Ultimate Cup, the next one that happens. Because let's be real, Carta Magica isn't going anywhere. They're not going to get canceled because of this. They're still going to be around. So it only makes sense that they're going to have another Ultimate Cup. So it would make sense, you know what, we cut you from this event, feels bad, but we'll put you in the next Ultimate Cup. Or maybe even free entry, or something like that, something nice. That might be a little bit out of their scope to like give free entries, but at least give priority access to the next Ultimate Cup. Because some people maybe are only interested in Ultimate Cups, not regionals, you know what I mean? And it also runs in the issue, like what if they just can't get that day off work, or they can't swap that, or, you know, whatever. Situations like that. Definitely not cool. I think that wraps up the coverage, to be honest. I think that that's really the end of it. When we talk about the whole event, it's not really Bandai's fault. We could take a 15-second detour and talk about how if Bandai would just print more prize support, this wouldn't happen, or more entry support wouldn't happen, because they're in a factory of not near unlimited resources, but it's freaking trading cards, guys. It's easy to print trading cards. I've looked into it. It's not hard. They could have printed more, and thus eliminating the whole cap thing completely. Whatever. But assuming that, you know, we're not talking about that today. Yes, Carta Magica technically got shafted this weekend. Whether it was entirely their fault or not, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to do any slandering. I'm not going to say anything. My opinions are with the community. If my community isn't happy, I'm not happy. That's really where it is. Everyone brought up valid points that I would have brought up anyway if it happened to me. And it's just an unfortunate situation.